Hey everybody, welcome back inside the Mind of Matt. And in this episode, I got a Raspberry Pi, an Arduino board, and a breadboard, and a 3D printer. Well, two of them. I'm going to print something that puts them all together. Want to see what I'm going to design up? Got to watch the rest of this video. Stay tuned. Alright, so in one of my previous videos I showed you this print. It's printed with one of the new rolls of Matter Hacker's PLA of the Pro Series, and what happened was it wasn't coming off of the roll right, and I kind of like unspooled a bunch of it and then left it, and it kind of coiled back on its side and got caught outside of the spool. And it jammed and it stopped printing. 6.5 hours, and that's what I got. So I couldn't really make a video about it at that time, so I had to reprint it again. And I did. And this is actually what it's supposed to look like. And this is a tray and called a RAB, or Raspberry Arduino Breadboard. And this is made to put them all together so that you can work on a project. And that's what I intend to do. But this is a prototype, and it turns out there's a couple things that I need to fix, and I'm going to show you. So first off, the breadboard, I did not have this in my hand when I made this measurement. I had a full board, and I took a measurement, and it does fit. Oh, perfect. Now, Arduino, I got my holes just don't quite line up here and there, so I've got to go back into my sketch and move those two little parts of the sketch, and that'll fix that. And if you see, it's got 4 feet and they line up perfect. And then we come to the Raspberry section, and this is where most of the fixing's got to happen. So I didn't constitute for that guy, and I didn't constitute for those two guys, but I did for the power, as you see, and it just doesn't quite go into place. So what I've got to do is I figure I'll open this wall up a little bit so I can access the memory card of the Raspberry Pi, and then probably just take this whole wall section right out so that I can get at those pretty easy. And then of course I'm going to reprint it. So I'm going to jump over to the computer and show you the model that I've got up in Fusion 360. So let's go there. Alright, so here's our model, and it is going to start right here, and I'm going to look done. Go back to the original sketch. Edit that sketch. Okay, so let's just take that and move it open. I might not be going about this the rightest way, but let's actually just take that and make it 8. So again, 8 that way. Actually, let's go back. Alright. So we'll make that 8, and then we'll actually widen that guy and make it, let's call it 14. What the heck? So that guy there just needs to be a little bit wider. So call that 3.5. And that opened that up. So next, what we need to do, go over where our Raspberry Pi is going to be. think I'm just going to take and open up that whole wall. Let's see if I can a little measurement. We're going to call that 35. Well, let's go all of it. We'll call it 55. So this guy and that guy are 9. We'll call 55. All right. Should we stop the sketch? There we have it. Newly formed. Now the only other thing that I got is these guys. I went a little high, so let's see what these guys are. And they're 2 millimeters. And these guys should be 2 millimeters also. And they're set at 5. So we'll fix that. Should be so I got looking at this more, and the print time is pretty drastic on this. So for the sake of saving myself a little bit of print time, I'm actually going to reduce this wall down so that it'll print faster. So instead of 10, or 15, let's call it 10. Let's call it 8. There, now it's all even. That'll print a lot quicker, so we don't really need that high wall. So I'm going to resave this as an STL, and then I will get it sliced up and we'll print it. Alright, I guess I got another brand new roll of Matter Hackers Pro PLA, and this is in the color of blue. It's, again, not very vacuum sealed, but I did not have any problems whatsoever with the prior package. Other than having feed issues, which was my fault, so I'm going to get this loaded up, and we're going to print this in some blue Matter Hackers Pro PLA. charged up. It's kind of killed the lights, but I'm trying to reduce the amount of sound. Just like that. Alright, let's take it over to where the components are and see how they fit. Alright. So as you see, got a couple of things I was test fitting. Breadboard fits fine. A little tight. Want it that way. But there's a sticky back to it, so I'll be able to adhere that right inside that little cavity. The Arduino fits. I did get to see after the fact that that little hole, the stand is just about maybe 2 millimeters off. I can fix that. My Raspberry Pi is a little preoccupied right now for the printing. It's going to sit just like that. I did forget the memory slot again. So, it's a work in progress, but that's an RAB, Raspberry Arduino Breadboard. Don't forget, if you like this video, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe while you're here. Set your notifications so you'll get a notification when my next video comes out. Leave a comment as to anything you'd like to see me make. And keep coming back, everybody. Happy printing.